Alright, what is up guys, it's Storm back here with another video, and in this one I'm going to be continuing my What If the Rinnegan Was Real series with the newest installment with What If the Rinnegan Was Real Part 2. Now, it's been a couple of weeks since I uploaded the first part, so let's just do a quick recap. So, in the first part we were introduced to our main character, Michael, who was just chilling watching some Naruto, watching the Pain arc, and he wished that he had the Rinnegan. And he then came upon a shooting star, and he wished that, well, he had the Rinnegan. And when he woke up the next day, he, well, had the Rinnegan, and was freaking out. But he just decided to ignore it, and he just put on some sunglasses and just went to school. And while he was just chilling and being bored in school, that's when two gunmen entered his school and started shooting the place up, and they were coming to his classroom. But that's when he yeeted them out of existence, and he killed them both with his newfound Rinnegan powers. But the students in his class were really freaked out, so he was like, I'm out. And he then used the powers of the animal path to summon a giant bird and fly out the window. And after that, a couple weeks passed, and news spread about this around the country, and news about this got to Trump, who wanted the powers of the Rinnegan for himself. And so the Cheeto president decided to summon a secret organization to kidnap Michael and bring him to a secret lab so they could experiment on him. Now that the recap is out of the way, let's just jump right into this. Michael knew he couldn't go home, and so he decided to go on the run, as that was the only thing he could do. Michael flew on his summoned bird from town to town, making sure not to get seen by him. But the secret organization that the Cheeto president had ordered to track and kidnap Michael was on his tail, and they would soon catch up to him. A couple of days had passed, and Michael was in a new town, and he had his hood up, and that's when he entered a convenience store, and he bought some food, making sure that the cashier didn't see his face. After he bought the food, he exited the convenience store and started walking down the street. But that's when, all of a sudden, he was surrounded by people in black uniforms. Michael knew that somebody was probably coming after him, but he didn't realize that it would be this soon. And so he would have to dispatch all of these people that surrounded him in order to get to safety. Michael laughed at them and said, "Do you really think you have a chance? Because you don't. Well, get ready, because you're all about to die." Michael then pulled down his hoodie to reveal the Rinnegan in both of his eyes, and he got ready for a fight. But this didn't faze the members of this organization whatsoever, and one of them stepped forward, saying, "Come with us nicely, or we'll have to take you by force." Michael then responded with, "Yeah, sure. I'll be sure to do that when hell freezes over." But during the time that Michael had been on the run, he had been practicing his Rinnegan abilities, and he can now use more than just the animal path and the diva path. He can now rip people's souls from them. That's when Michael disappeared from their line of vision, and he reappeared behind one of them. And he then grabbed the top of this organization member's head, and he began the process of ripping his soul out. And before the organization member knew what was going on, it was already too late, and Michael had ripped out his soul, and he was dead. The organization members looked in shock at realizing that it was actually true. That's when Michael realized that they couldn't just rip their souls from their body. So Michael got in a stance, and that's when he summoned a giant gorilla, lion, and bear, and he ordered them to go and slaughter the organization members. They listened to their master and began tearing them limb from limb. The organization members had pulled out machine guns, but it didn't affect the animals at all, and they started to fall, one by one. Eventually, there was only one organization member left, standing in front of Michael. The organization member was wearing a mask with a black hood over it, with one circle on its right side, and Michael realized that it kind of looked like Obito's mask from Naruto. That's when this masked man said, "Good job on killing the lackeys, but now you're gonna have to deal with the real threat." And then, all of a sudden, the giant gorilla slammed its fist onto the masked man. But when the gorilla moved its hand, the masked man was unaffected. Michael looked in shock and wondered, what the hell? How did that not kill him? What the hell is he? The masked man then told Michael that, "You're just like me, kid. You have the Rinnegan. And well, I have something else." Michael then realized what this masked man was talking about. Michael couldn't believe it. How did this guy have it? How did this random guy have the Sharingan? And on top of that, the Mangekyo Sharingan. And the only explanation for how he was able to be unaffected by the attack was by using Kamui. Michael realized that this guy was dangerous and that he needed to kill him immediately. But that's when Michael came to a thought, and he started to talk to this masked man, saying, "You know, since you're just like me, and well, I know that you have the Sharingan now, and well, I have the Rinnegan. Why don't we work together? I mean, with our combined powers, who would be able to stop us?" The masked man responded with, "It is a pretty good idea, but unlike you, I'm not a murderer." Michael responded with, "Well, I guess, since that's your answer, I'm just gonna have to kill you." Michael continued to talk, saying that, "I guess the Cheeto of a president sent you, right? And I'm guessing that he wants to do experiments on me. But you're crazy if you think I'm gonna let that happen. But how about we stop talking and I just get to killing you?" That's when Michael prepared himself, and he started off the fight by saying, "Planetary devastation." Alright, so that's where I'm going to end off part 2 to What If the Rinnegan Was Real. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Also, go subscribe to my other channels. The link to those will be down in the description below. Also, go follow me on Twitter and Instagram. The links to those will be down in the description as well. Oh, and those of you wondering about the Golden Fox Part 4, don't worry, that'll be out tomorrow. But anyways, I guess I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.